Okay, so anything you want to talk about before we go in? I know you said, like, crouch spraying's a problem. You said Cypher lineups. I don't
Yeah.
know Cypher lineups,
Yeah, I
unfortunately.
was just saying that's something I should start
Something you
learning
want to learn, yeah.
because, yeah, I've been working on Cypher a bit, and he's actually a really good agent since Chamber got headhunted. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah,
yeah, he's
Cypher,
a really good replacement.
Cypher, Killjoy. I think Cypher's. Did Cypher get any buffs recently or no?
His tripwires has a bigger radius. I think his cage maybe lasts a little bit longer.
Okay, so I was gonna say Cypher has not been played quite a lot, so I think you have a slight advantage there as well because people aren't used to playing against them. So you can do some like
Yeah,
cool one ways or whatever, or like tricky one ways, and put
yeah.
trips. Do learn some also like learn some cams that are really kind of unusual.
I actually know a
Um,
few weird cams.
yeah, so
Honestly,
people.
sometimes people put them on the plant spot, so you just open it and ping people, but that's not good on this map because of the
Yeah,
amount of containers.
and oops, and yeah, like people sometimes you'll do a good cam and people just will like forget where or they won't even see where you put your cam and you can just kind of get away with it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go ahead and jump in. I want to see your bias. Any other
My
questions for me?
buy. Uh, uh, no, I don't really think so. I think at the time I was D2. I think I still am. I was Ascendant 1 at one point, but
Okay.
nothing particular, so just rank ideas for you.
Okay, so we're against a Sage. So
So
yeah.
the buy is light shields and 2 trips.
Okay. So we're on defense. We're playing B. This is interesting because typically Cypher players will play A. Oh, maybe you're gonna go
Yeah,
A,
I'm
but
not gonna lie. I picked this up in during the game. I didn't realize this. I was a little bit tired. Bad
okay.
excuse. Long story short, I autopiloted to this site a ton.
Yeah, okay.
So that's one thing you'll notice as well, I assume.
This is something I notice a lot in this map is like you can go ahead and play, and we can just
Okay.
go 30 seconds here. Yeah, people like to go B, but often people really go A. So this trip's fine. I think once you play A, you'll realize that
Yeah,
it's a lot
I
easier
don't
to
know
put
what I
trips.
was. I think this was one of the first times I played him on this map because I actually have a better trip that goes from that corner to the. You see the wooden box like right here?
Yeah.
It goes from here to here, and then most of the time it catches enemies trying to run
Yeah,
across over here.
that would be really good. Also one for yellow, but for A you could put one 410. You know what that is?
Is that on top of the? Is that the big box?
No, that's like the corner. Like the big box is called 410, but the actual call out 410 means like the corner. Um, like so you're going toward A site. If you go to the
Yeah.
left, that's 410. So you can put a
Okay.
trip there. That's a really good trip. You can put a trip just on
Yeah.
site.
I don't
Um,
know what I'm doing.
yeah, I don't know that we need 2 trips to be honest with you. We could
Okay.
probably we can, but for attacks definitely not. So if it's A, we just honestly just keep our trip and you keep the other one for now, in case they do like a late
Yeah.
round rotate. I like that. I just think they were
Yeah.
probably not gonna get full value out of both of those trips here.
Yeah.
So if light armor is your preference, that's
78 on
fine.
Fade.
Do you mean to turn this volume down a bit?
No, it's fine for me.
Okay.
Okay, I actually kind of like this camera because it's in the smoke, but I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to
One
wait a
second. I need to
sec.
turn up your volume in Discord really quickly
Okay,
because my it's getting drowned out.
yeah, I'm gonna turn this up a little bit as well.
Okay. Actually, that's perfect.
Okay, so this cam is actually
Maybe
good and
less
bad
than
just because we have to wait for the smoke to clear.
Okay.
But this is fine. So now I'm looking, okay, where's my Reyna? Am I ready to go in? And it looks like our Reyna's fighting already, so we
Yeah,
could either,
she's right outside the screens.
we could either like tell our Reyna to wait for my camera, or you could just go in with her straight away and like
Okay.
save your cam. Because if she's gonna go in, you don't think you're gonna be able to stop her. You could like run in with her, try to trade her, and then use your cam after that if you're alive. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Because here
Would
it's
you
like,
would you run on rafters or would you drop?
I'm gonna go rafters.
Okay, that's what I would have done. I think that's actually what I ended up doing.
Okay, so this camera's still good.
Oh, Fade's right by. Yeah, you got it.
Nice.
Mage.
That's
Looks a
one
bit
of
laggy.
screens. Or maze, yeah.
Yeah, it's also called maze.
That was an
410 is
accident.
also called maze.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't mean to ping that, but this Sage is actually
Okay,
just.
go back real quick.
What a
Can we go back
rat.
like 5 seconds? Okay, yeah, just go ahead and play. I just want to rewatch it. Okay, yeah, okay. So he said maze,
What a rat.
and we just kind of like focused on maze, which is fine, but she sneaked around.
Yeah,
Snuck
he,
around a
he
little
he
bit.
did this like 2 or 3 times this game. He finessed us like crazy with that.
Yeah, that's something you could do on this site. Site's kind of tricky.
All good. I'll whip all my
So I would certainly recommend either playing A or kitchen, the Cypher.
Yeah.
This is good. Yeah, tripping this is basically going to be a no-brainer for every single round. You pretty much always want to have this area tripped, just because.
I was trying to
Unless-
find one that was a bit lower.
Like the one round that you don't trip it is the round they're gonna go there.
Yep.
I don't think.
Relatable.
I mean, we could play B. I just don't think I would.
This is
recommend
not the
playing
camera I use anymore, by the way.
Here. Okay. Did we buy anything? I didn't notice. We bought like
Um,
one trip, right?
2 trips, a cage, and a cam.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, as I rewatch this.
I don't. So honestly, go ahead and pause. I think what we could do this round. We don't really need to buy. We could buy 2 trips for next round.
Okay.
But I would recommend not using either of them this round. I know I said like
Okay.
always trip this, but I would probably just buy like a shorty even
Okay.
as Cypher, just because like, you know, what do you have to lose? Like they're gonna run at you with specters with full guns. Just try to go for something. Honestly, buy a cage and use a cage because it's only 100 credits, right?
I think it's 150, but yeah,
150
something like that.
And you can throw your cage and play in the cage with a shorty somewhere, like for example A, because again B, you can put a trip there and then run A. But the only reason I would ever consistently play B is if they're consistently pushing B and you guys are having a hard time holding it on this map.
Yeah.
I would always
usually-
stack for A.
Yeah, I usually only go the same site 3 times. If they don't go there 1 and 2, and then if they don't get there on the 3rd time, I usually switch sites.
Even just like 1 or 2 rounds, even like this round, I would probably be playing A just because they rush there first, and it's just so common, specifically on this map, for people to go A. On other
Yeah,
maps,
they
you
go
can change
A,
the
A,
rule
B
set.
usually if they win.
Yeah.
So.
Usually, but some teams are just weird as well. Like
Yeah.
I feel like majority of the time people just go A. You can go ahead and play A.
Okay.
But here we can play close A with a shorty and a cage, and then we don't really need a trip because they're gonna fast push, right? They're probably not gonna be lurking up. If they're gonna lurk up kitchen one round, it's probably not gonna be this round, just because they have full weapons and they're just gonna push. That's typically what people are gonna do. Okay. That's something you could be prepared for, especially on rounds like this where they have an
The heaven
advantage.
push.
Yeah, and they want to be more aggressive. So
Yeah, I thought I had a teammate that had just cleared that, so I was a little bit confused, but that's just game sense issue, so yeah, you're right on that one.
yeah, it's no issue. It's just something to gun out crosshair placement up there.
Oh, because.
So now we can full buy. I would still be playing A here, to be honest. So
Okay.
we can like trip. We could trip kitchen then run A. That's what I would do. Trip kitchen, run A, trip like 410 or trip.
I think that's what I
somewhere
actually ended up
site.
doing. I go B, I know that for a fact, but
Yeah. So we're
Bruh.
stacking 3B. It's just like you're not alone, right? But it just doesn't make sense to play here.
we're just expecting them to go AAB. I don't. Okay. I
just
realize now that I played a few more games on this map, these trips are absolutely awful.
I mean,
Um,
I don't know if people plant here or you can't see my mouse, but like
that
right,
one surprisingly has caught people, but it does. You can't shoot them through a cage or anything, so it's pretty useless.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of it though. It means you're kind of looking for more creative trips.
Yeah.
I would recommend
This
like
box is the one that screws with people a lot. So
yeah, I would recommend like I don't know. Trips are so weird because you can do these like angled things, but I'd recommend going into a custom or just looking up a video for
yeah,
some of the best ones.
Yep.
And then you just never have to worry again. So okay, let's see.
yeah, definitely.
So here you notice we probably could have bought full armor as well, because we bought extra trips, right? We didn't really need to use a trip last round, and we didn't really need to use 2 trips on first round either. So we could have technically been able to buy full armor here,
Okay.
if we're a little bit more conservative with our trips. Especially because
Gotcha.
again, they're just gonna keep going A. Like think about it from their perspective. If you're winning A twice in a row, you know you can be like you could try to assume they're gonna go B for whatever reason, but you know why are they gonna fix something that's not broken? Now they might be going B.
Yeah, I agree with you partially, but like a lot of times in diamonds, like I'm not kidding. If I had to put money or I had to put my life on the line, I would guess they'd go AAB or BBA. Like it's generally the.
Right.
They're here.
So yeah, I agree with you, but I definitely autopiloted a bit on this. Yeah, the trip actually got him.
I just think it's hard to ever try to predict. So there's the trip. Not trying to shoot him. This guy's not trying to shoot him though. Okay, good job.
Another example of crouch spraying, but it's alright there.
I would just try to start playing more reactively, for where the opponents are pushing, as opposed to like trying to predict like AAB or BB. Like that means nothing to me because I assume that
Okay.
every team that I play is gonna play differently, not just because someone's I'm like in a certain rank and they're gonna be doing this or that.
Okay.
So try to play reactively. If they go A and they win, you could maybe be like, okay, I'm gonna try A. That doesn't mean that they can't go B, but you know,
Yeah.
just,
Actually, I think I used a trip on A later. I might end up actually dying putting it down, but I have a pretty good one I think you'll like.
yeah.
That's the raise
And I'm just being like extra picky about that on this map because
my-
people are extra prone to go A from my
Yeah.
Raise, send me on raise.
hundreds of hours playing Icebox.
Yellow.
Okay, that's fine. Go back.
There's no
Go back real quick. Just want to
How
see. One more. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
No, raise it down. Oh my.
Sorry.
Raise, send me
No,
on
you're good.
raise. Yellow.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the crouch spray there.
There's no-
Go back one more time.
I definitely did. Yeah.
No, go back one more time again. I'm just looking here. So pause. I notice right there.
I'll go back and
Oh my
pause.
Yeah, like
Christ,
pause
send me
whenever you
on
look up at the raise. Right here. Yeah, like right here.
Yeah.
So here I would not, cause like I would already be like, yeah, this guy can't see me if I keep walking to the right. So I would not even move my crosshair to the left. I would keep my crosshair focused straight on
He
to the right here.
he did see me, I think.
No,
'Cause
he
look
did
look
see
at
you.
look at the mini map. Yeah.
Yeah, he did see you, and you saw
Oh,
him.
okay.
But he can't kill you right now, right? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
main concern is to the right, to like yellow. So
Yeah,
No.
it wasn't really an aim thing. It was more of a view
Reactive.
thing, like where I was trying to look. Yeah.
yeah, you just kind of reacted, but you want to
then I
be
ended-
you want to like be strict with your crosshair. Like right here, if your crosshair's on the fade, she's dead. Whereas here you have to
Yeah.
crazy flick now, and you're not gonna be killing that raise through the box unless you walk back.
Yep.
But really need to push up here because we're limited on time.
Yeah, that was
So
an
that's what I
awful flick
say.
as well.
No, it's fine. It's just you set yourself up with a difficult
there's no-
flick there to hit, and our Viper's just absolutely
run away,
nowhere
run
to be
away.
found. So
Yeah.
um,
Actually, another thing I noticed, and the
Viper
reason I
should be
did
playing
delete
B,
so
by
many
the way,
VODs
permanently.
is I alt. Yeah. Okay. I alt tab too much.
Oh, that's okay. It's still recording, which is pretty cool.
Still recording. Yeah.
Streamlabs does not do that whenever you alt tab. Oh, no.
Well,
it's
it
not.
glitches out like this sometimes.
I'll go
Yeah, that's
raise.
okay.
I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm messaging somebody on Discord.
Shoot.
So
The fade eye for me.
here we're just figuring out are we buying as a team or not. Looks like we're kind of just saving, so
Light
this
buying.
is fine.
Okay.
Around here.
Okay.
You could just like sit here.
Yeah.
Again, first game ever playing Cypher in like a really long time.
That's fine.
So god awful
Yeah.
trips.
I would. You could pause. We could talk about trips real quick. So, I would
There's one that
recommend-
you put like right here that goes across. You actually put it here. It catches them trying to plant. And then
Yeah.
you know like the first gap you go through main, like when you're
Mhm.
going through main, you put one there, and they don't expect it. You should push up like for half a second, click, and then run away, and it usually catches someone.
Yeah. So I know you have some pretty good trips, but one thing I'm noticing is you're putting them farther back than a lot of than I see other Cypher players do. So like
Yeah.
I think it's good because you have two trips on most rounds to put one farther forward, which means wait for the barrier to drop and then place one. So you could put this
Yeah.
one, but around the barrier drops, throw one farther forward because what that means
I
is
I didn't do that. Never mind.
what that means is you're gonna be able to catch people like earlier, and you're gonna give your team more of a chance to react whenever they shoot that first trip. Whereas if your first trip is like on site, by the time they shoot it, it's already kind of late for your team to be able to
Yeah,
react.
because they're already in it. Doesn't really
Yeah.
delay.
Yeah, and so like you can do that on B, you could put it up deeper main or something.
Down.
All going down.
So I like our trip mid. This is a really good trip mid.
Got
We didn't trip kitchen, so
Okay.
that's something to be aware of.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
trip
would-
kitchen.
Trip
You put that
kitchen,
marker
like
down?
consistently, it depends. Like, so go ahead and pause here. We can
Nice.
see that our Reyna has mid, so we don't like. Obviously, it helps if you know where your teammates are playing. If you know that they're gonna be consistently kind of playing the same areas, so you know what to trip each round. Because if your Reyna's playing
Yeah.
kitchen mid, it's kind of confusing to know what to trip. But here we're stacked our trip on Reyna. I know you didn't mean to do that, but it would be better to trip kitchen because now we could be wide swung by someone from kitchen and just get one tapped or something
Okay.
without knowing.
Yeah.
We have spike.
But yeah, kitchen
can I-
or mid or yeah, you go ahead. Kitchen or
Okay.
mid are usually
Chill.
Two of the best ones.
yeah,
I'm gonna-
and then just the other one on A or B,
Get ready to-
depending on where you're playing and what you want to do.
Oh, she tucked.
So here, this is a big rush. So we have spike, where it's a 4v2. We could just chill out, right?
I'm ready to fly.
We could just chill out.
Yeah,
here.
I'm pretty good about that actually. I've had a lot of plat players in my games that just absolutely lose their minds when people tap the bomb. But I usually when I play Sky, I win every single post plant. So
Yeah, I've noticed.
we just
that,
chillax here.
Do you aim train or anything?
A little bit. My aim's pretty garbage though.
Yeah, I've noticed your aim's a little wonky. Like, no offense, but I've just noticed so far in this game.
I
It's
take
pretty,
no offense.
It's pretty short. It's only 4 rounds, but I think our aim could
Yeah.
definitely be better.
My duo loses his mind, and so I hear it all the time.
Yeah. So
Which
I think
I don't know if
I
you
mean-
remember. I used to have a really bad mental, but mine's I literally never get mad now.
I mean clearly you've hit ascendant, so you have some pretty good potential. You're in diamond.
Yeah.
So we'll talk more about that in a little bit. I don't want to talk about that right now, but we can talk about that like toward the end and what I would
Yeah.
recommend doing. You probably know what I'm gonna say.
Aim labs and deathmatch.
Mainly just deathmatch because
I do like a deathmatch or two every single day. I also do stuff in the range, like from your video. You remember the one you posted about the range things?
Yeah.
I think mine's more of a crosshair placement to aim
Yeah, I think
issue
so
than
too.
an actual aim issue.
Yeah,
Which
but crosshair placement
I'm
is
glad
like
we're VOD reviewing because I'm seeing. Okay, here's not. That's a bad example, but like now is still not perfect.
crosshair placement. I think is like it's crosshair placement is aim. Like it's the most important aspect of
Yeah.
aim.
I'm telling you, as soon as I bought Gaia's Vengeance Vandal, I had better crosshair placement, and I dropped 27 kills in one game when I got it. So it's proof. Skins are pay to win.
Yeah, I'll talk more about. So this is still very aggressive right here.
We doing?
Okay, now we're good. Cause like any point here while you guys are peeking, any one of you could be one tapped, and that's just gonna be a
Yeah.
yeah
like this guy.
I don't know what that could be you guys peeking right there as well. Like
Yeah.
you can just hold an angle, and then whenever you take a shot, if you miss, just kind of hide and wait. So here,
Yeah. Okay.
you might want to hold.
Do you think it's bad to have my crosshair down when I have like my knife out or something and I'm not holding?
No, it doesn't
Or
matter.
Is that okay?
But
I don't.
it
think-
might be a
okay.
bad habit if you actually have bad crosshair placement in general.
I was trying to see if she had a gun.
Keep watching this.
So now this round's actually losable.
Yeah, I told my teammates to watch my body. I got flank.
This is a very nice cam
Yeah,
for you
I
because
got
you don't
blind,
have
I got
to.
blind.
Your team just doesn't have to worry about flank.
Yeah, they can get past screens, but I can see into the area in maze,
Yeah.
so they can't get anywhere.
I would keep checking. Yeah. Okay. Here we just hold with this guy.
I didn't check the map. I'm an idiot. There's literally a question mark in mid.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
So
ask why I
go
checked
try to
that.
grab a gun. That's unfortunate. You get it. Okay. So now trip something straight away. Go and pause. Straight away, what you should do as Cypher is ask yourself, okay, where do I want to play? You should already know where you want to play, and then once you figure that out, you should already know that in your mind, like before the round or even right as the round's starting. Go the opposite direction and put a trip somewhere where, like for example, this map mid or kitchen, and then go to the place you want to play and put the other trip, typically farther forward or in some kind of nice spot where it's gonna catch someone, gonna get you a free
Okay.
kill or something or good info. Because like here, go kitchen trip and then run wherever you're gonna go.
I think I just end up going straight B.
Yeah. So again, like how many people have you actually seen B? Really, like nobody until they already planted.
Not bad.
So
Yeah.
No, it's no ace though.
your strategy of like, okay, I'm gonna play B 3 times or whatever might work better on other maps, but on this map it's just kind of like, again, people, I don't know what it is about this map, people just go A. Like I think A is
Yeah.
just much easier.
Well,
for-
B is kind of. I don't know. There's something I don't like about the site. Like it's so there's so many
It's just
angles for
hard,
both
yeah.
teams.
I
Because
think
like you
it's-
have Nest, you have Kitchen, you have Snowman, you have Site.
yeah, it's just kind of
mid-push.
hard to take. It's true.
Yeah, there's like 5 angles for each
I
team,
don't like
so
A
it's just
either,
really
to be
annoying.
honest though. I just don't like this map too much.
Yeah.
Like I think we
Yeah.
could put
Why do they
deeper
have to
trips.
remove Breeze? Really?
I think we could put a deeper trip here too, on B.
Yeah. I think you're definitely right on that one.
They're removing bind.
I go play on Reddit.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of mad about that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Please remove Pearl and Fracture.
Be top two.
Yeah.
The developers are just on copium. They made such a bad map.
I would agree. I actually don't.
Swing it.
I actually like Breeze now.
I do.
I had such a
Yeah.
bad win rate on
You
it
guys
that
rotate out.
I just learned to like it.
Yeah, they do love it.
I don't know
Honestly, I mean, yeah, I went on a 10-game loss streak and then a 6-game, but Breeze was like always my favorite map. You just play Brim
Also, go and pause.
or
Sorry, you
yeah.
continue though. Yeah, I just noticed that we often trip. Like our trips are often kind of
stacked.
like useless, but yeah,
Okay.
also stacked. Not always stacked. It's, in this case, they actually are. But here, like we're you can only pick up if you pick up trips. You can only use them for the round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of sucks actually. They should give Cypher a buff.
They should give
Um,
him one back.
They used to do that. Yeah, that would be a good buff actually. But here we could pick up one, like, or we could just save one. I think you put one,
Yeah.
like, you put one deep B main to try to look, not super deep, but just wherever you think you can pull in to catch them as they're coming out. And then
Yeah.
then you can just leave. Because the problem with these right now is they can walk around it yellow, and you don't know if they're planting until they already planted. So,
Okay.
and now, you know, we have no trips on A. We have no trips mid. We have no
Yeah.
trips kitchen. You can go ahead.
My
I think better
my
use
newer
for
ones are
trips.
better. I can
Yeah.
show you one after the game. I can fast forward to my newer one that I use.
No, I believe you for sure. It's just
But you know what I'm talking about? It's on the same corner, but it goes to the
Yeah,
wooden
yeah,
box,
yeah, I know what
and
you're
it's
talking about.
diagonal. So
Yeah,
when they
that's
try to
good.
run into plant, it catches their toes.
That's good. I don't think there is actually one in B main that you can put that covers everything. So
flashing him.
Yeah, that's why I
There might
usually
be.
use two. I put the one right side yellow deep.
Thing ends. Get ready, Raina. Watch it. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, watch this.
yeah, so crouch spray. Yeah, so I think just aim like in mechanic wise. I think that I'm not kidding. Will probably be able to get you through Ascendant. Like
I hope.
no, like actually, because you're right now like you strike me to be below average for Diamond mechanically, but that obviously this is out of a small sample size, which means
Yeah.
you're being carried by something else like your game sense, your ability usage.
I think it's my game sense, because like, I generally have a really low KD, but I had like a 75% win percentage one time.
Yeah, I think also just like maybe trying to do new things, stuff that you don't normally do could help.
Yeah.
Like trying to get out of old patterns of, so like you know how you.
I don't ult
you s-
enough. I picked up on that.
Yeah, for Cypher that's pretty common. It's not the biggest deal, but it's
Brim
important.
too.
I
I never ult
noticed-
on Brim.
I noticed that you go B a lot here. I know we already talked about that, but that's a
Yeah.
pattern of behavior that you consistently do, and you probably don't think about it too much. Like you're probably not asking yourself, what else could I be doing that might be more impactful for my team or for myself to,
Yeah.
you know, do? Like, could I go mid trip? Could I go play close A, or could I trip something A? Could I play a different spot? And this will make a huge difference. But we'll talk about deathmatch still as well in a little bit, because crouch spraying,
Okay.
that's something we want to talk about. How do you get better cross replacement? That's something we want to talk about. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Any questions so far?
No, not really. I don't think so.
Okay.
I did Guardian only for a while, and my crosshair placement is still this bad.
It's just like once you play enough deathmatch, you just like you don't have to try to have good aim. Like it just is. Your aim's just nuts.
Yeah, should I just try to do like 2 or 3 every day or something?
It's not just like play deathmatch and your aim's gonna get good. You have to actually focus on stuff when you're doing deathmatch, and that's what.
Yeah.
Should we go and talk? You wanna go and talk about that?
I can drop
Oh,
one
God.
of these small.
Here.
How about we just do it while the round's loading?
Cypher. I mean,
Okay.
I can-
Well, we could do it later because it's gonna be like a big chunk. But here again, we keep going to B, right? And we're doing the
Yeah.
same trips, even though these trips, if you think about it, actually have not hit a single person. So this is kind of like autopiloting, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like.
I mean, this is a good setup if they're coming B consistently, but they haven't gone
Yeah.
B. Like they've only gone B once, and it's after they started A. So if I'm you, I'm expecting them to go A like pretty much every round. But here they finally come B,
Yep.
and I would have been wrong. So here you want to shoot them, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So now
what
they
my
come
action time
B,
was.
and we actually are kind of being pushed out here. He's pushing you.
I know smoke close to you.
Nice. So you could ult. You should ult straight away here. You should ult straight away.
Yeah. Well, it's a 4v2. Do I want to?
Yeah,
now
you-
I would.
How is that not a kill?
Now you know where they are, so you actually don't really need to. You can though. You can, and then
Don't tap it, Viper. Not
you might as well, cause like you know, Cypher ult's not like crazy. It's pretty nice now with the Viper roll. You could spam through it, cause they could just be out.
Yeah. Well, his is not
You're
as
probably
good as
gonna
like a
get
Sova recon.
I think we
It's
run.
just like
I
a-
think we run here. Okay, good job.
Nice.
Okay.
I think we run there.
call.
You can go back, and I'll explain why.
Close.
Nice.
We can run here because our Viper's running up, and we want to trade him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if
we
he
could've-
hadn't
could've
killed
ulted.
the other guy, we would have lost.
A little close.
Yeah, and he could have died sooner to the
That was-
fade shooting him in the back of the head.
Yep.
Yeah. Now if I'm you in this game, I'm like
See, that's what.
almost 100%. I'm like 99.9% convinced they're gonna go A almost every round.
Yeah. I really
So-
think I do go A on this one.
So good.
Yeah.
So your game sense is like even maybe just at a subconscious level is good because you're coming toward A.
Yeah, my game sense is good. I still autopilot. I think that's my like one game sense.
Yeah,
Suck.
you just gotta catch yourself like at the start of every round, be like, yeah, what's up? What are we doing? And sometimes it's hard not to autopilot, but
Yeah.
But here we could throw a deep trip, right?
I just haven't had time.
Yeah.
Because like you notice you haven't placed one trip past a barrier. I don't know if you do this now. We haven't placed a trip past a barrier yet.
I-
Maybe
yeah.
you will. These
I
are
don't.
these are kind of bad because you're stacking them toward the same side.
Stacked.
Yeah, put
Yep.
one on the right toward 410, or put one kitchen, right? Because
Yeah, I'll show you some of my other
we're good,
setups
we're good.
later.
People-
These
people-
are getting pretty bad.
people haven't pushed kitchen this round so far, but once someone starts to do that, you're gonna wish you had a trip there. And once you get against a player
so I
that's
should be
actually good.
detonating.
Yeah, so here, we just want to look to ults. Oh, that's a free kill.
There's a bot. He was behind the big box.
The Sage?
Oh, you mean that?
Yeah, I don't know if we could have spammed him here. I feel like we could.
Getting you to 80.
Huh.
Unit.
I mean,
feel like we still
for
could.
some reason.
Huh.
Why didn't those look like they were hitting to you?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think that's another way they could buff Cypher is I feel like that doesn't like do much for you, like the
Yeah.
scan and the ult.
Blinding around.
They need to last a bit longer than just a small yellow outline. I
Yeah,
think.
like it's just because like by the time you see the outline, they're already moved, so you don't know if you're shooting their head. Probably not unless they're standing completely still. And I have a little trick against Cypher. I noticed we're kind of
Yeah,
like,
no one-
I don't know. I feel like we could be better at taking
I just haven't
duels.
been able to aim. That's why I've been dropping
Like,
around.
Better
if-
at taking duels.
Yeah, like maybe
Okay.
more aggressive in certain scenarios, especially when you're with your teammates.
Okay.
But
I'm
another
pretty
thing,
passive in general, but
a little trick I learned
I'm gonna
against
get that
Cypher is,
only Phantom, though.
yeah, I'll just keep going A. You could trip mid, trip kitchen, like I said,
That's
and
what I
just
need
go
to
here,
do well.
put a trip deep. One thing I learned
hey,
about
I hate to break your heart. I don't think I trip mid once the entire game.
you did once, and you did trip kitchen
Okay.
once, but
Oh my god, this frame drops. dude.
but yeah, that's just something it's always in my mind because I've been killed from there way too many times. I like that we're experimenting. This is a bit high.
Yeah.
One thing I learned against Cypher is whenever he ults, you can like turn around, pretend like you're running in a certain direction, and just instantly turn back wherever you want it to go. Especially if it's
I'm
like
confused.
so like if you ult and there's like say it's a 2v1 and
Yeah.
it looks like the person is going toward B, like whenever the ult scans them,
Yeah, they're faking it out.
yeah, they fake it because the ult's kind of just
But
bad.
now there's two, so you have to be pretty careful.
Oh, there's 2 scans?
Yeah.
Oh,
You'll
okay.
see in a second, I
Fucking
think.
bank
I didn't know
heal?
that.
Oh, we don't have a heal.
Oh.
I got a heal for you, Viper. Where you at?
Um,
Sorry, my teammates were a little bit salty in case you don't want to get demonetized.
I'm playing.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
I
wait.
haven't heard them.
I'm gonna flash. Ready?
Alright, nice. So here you see,
Yeah, there are a
pause.
couple
Just go and
games.
pause. Go and pause. So you see, like we're always kind of like the last one in, which you might think, okay, I'm a sentinel. That's kind of what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
But like, it's not like we want to be first or last. Like you want to be like with your teammates. Like
With your team.
even if it's like you're gonna take the first contact, as long as your teammates are ready to trade you, or if someone dies before you, as long as you're ready to trade them. Because right now, you've cut yourself off from your team with this cage, and
Yeah.
if they all get collided or something, like you want to be there, right? That's probably not gonna
But
happen.
by the time they're peeking, I'm with them. Is this?
Yeah. No, this is fine. I just think we could be up a little more, like on the right, maybe,
Okay.
and throw a cage a little farther
Alright.
forward. Like throw a cage up toward where that boom bot is, but not that far.
Yeah.
And then walk up with the cage.
That
You know?
cage is actually. I think it was in case they tried to push the snowman like the Reyna did that one time.
Yeah, like
It
like
was
you're
just a bad cage overall.
like you're a sentinel, but don't be afraid to take fights here. Like you're winning the round by defusing the spike, and by defusing the spike, you
Yeah.
need to be playing aggressive. And so I think you could have more kills than you do right now. And that's
Okay.
kind of just taking me back to your, like deathmatch, more crosshair placement, stuff like that. I think that's kind of what's holding you back from what I've seen so far.
Okay.
Crouch spraying is another thing, but I feel like you're just not in a lot of fights, to be honest. You know, you died the least out of everyone in the game, meaning you probably taken less fights than most people in the game.
Yeah, and
back
to B. What the heck?
So yeah, typically it's pretty eye-opening whenever we have a coaching session, even
Yeah.
to just see yourself play.
Cypher, you should buy Boom Shakalaka.
Yeah. I never VOD reviewed Cypher. I've done it on Brim before.
Oh my goodness, I did not know I could get up here.
I just think I'll be asking myself, like, have these trips hit anyone? Like, yeah, they actually have when they go B, but are they going B is another question.
Smoke.
I was talking to my dad here. Ignore that.
I think they're pushing mid. They're pushing mid
It's all
hard.
good. So here's where a trip kitchen could be really good, right? So
Yeah.
that would actually probably allow your Sky to live at least for a tad longer. And now they're going B and we're off B, so we want to actually be on B to at least maybe get a
Okay.
kill. Initially.
Yeah, like there.
We don't need to be pushing in super hard, but like we can look for a kill. I feel like we could wait to pop those cages to maybe have some synergy with your camera.
So we can like push in with it.
Yeah, also push in with it, and then like if you hit someone with your camera, pop your cages then, so you can shoot through it.
Two kitchen is what. Yeah.
Okay, so we're kind of slow on low on time here. Our team's just kind of slow. Okay, I said 2 kitchen. He was lying.
Yeah, last kitchen.
Wow, what a way to lose. Oh my god, oh no, you didn't get it. No, good try.
Close.
Oh, it's gonna be a little
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. I just think we could retake a little. Like, I feel like we're always kind of like passive, to be honest. I feel like that's maybe because you could correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like that's maybe because you know that your
Aim is
chances to
absolute
win
garbage?
fights, yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe you're lacking confidence a little bit, and you just feel like taking fights is not really going to benefit you. Maybe you think that you're more beneficial to use like abilities and stuff, but by doing that,
Yeah.
you're actually less effective because you actually have a lot of potential to get kills. You just have to.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah, don't be afraid to just say something sucks. I'm not gonna get offended.
No, like, we're here to learn, we're here to improve. Your,
Yeah.
your aim might not be the best, but that doesn't mean it can't be really good, and can't be
Yeah.
really good soon as well. Your trips do suck so far. Like, they're not bad, but I just think
That one's bad.
I just think
I'll
like,
show you my new ones in a second.
like,
I can
they're
just show
good.
it
They're
really
actually
quickly.
good. It's just there you go. That's actually the first trip you put in front of the barrier. That's really good.
There was one I did earlier. I don't think you saw it.
Okay,
It
okay.
did the same one, but
Yeah. I would put
still
that
only
one.
the second time.
I would put that one in the middle though, so that they can't actually
Yeah.
get past it.
Do you see where my cursor is?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
put one like right here.
Yeah.
So it goes across there.
That's what I mean. So yeah, they can't cross without seeing it. So now I know all 5 are here. Here's what I mean. Like, I would be going back site. We can wait to retake as a team, but I would be trying to anchor this down. Okay, these people are just psychos.
I
feel
hate
like-
raised mains.
Here we're always kind of just chilling here.
He's gonna have
Now we can ult.
60 health.
We haven't ulted once.
Yeah.
And that's kind of your Randall's fault for going in before you're really ready. But
I also
Also-
had 0 comms that there's one top screens.
yeah,
No idea either.
I wasn't aware of that either. So, but you do know that they do that now. Like they're very the Raze is very aggressive. The Reyna likes to push heaven. So
Sage res and then swamp.
Okay. This round's not really too much.
we do have ult. I feel like we could even go for like an aggressive trip. Like walk up here. I like that we're placing trips farther forward though.
Right.
Okay,
but,
I like this.
This lasts really long. This is a really big round to watch.
We're gonna get 5. Oh. Wait, was that through? Was that through the? He just where did
Nah,
he from?
I skipped.
He
He teleported on top and then
Oh.
just shot me in the head.
Yeah, I would recommend. I think the biggest things that I can see that you're struggling with right now are playing B too much, because like they've gone B, but they've only gone B like three times, but twice if you don't count the one where they started A. And because if you started A on that round, you could have pretty well predicted they're gonna rotate to B.
Yeah.
And then I think the bigger problem is just your aim and kind of like your mechanics toward aim.
Alright, let's
Like
Yeah,
crosshair
it's
placement,
funny.
crosshair.
Like when I had good aim, I went like 27-9, and then when I had bad aim, I can tell a major difference in how well I play.
Yeah.
Not even kills. Like it's just like I win by so much more when my aim's on point.
Do you like whenever you play deathmatch, are you actually like okay, be honest, do you actually play 1 or 2 every day, or is it just sometimes?
Yeah, I play 1 or 2 every day.
Okay. So, do you kind of autopilot deathmatch as well? You're not really focusing on.
What do you mean?
So, like, do you just play deathmatch and just shoot people? You don't think about anything else? Like, you're not thinking about crosshair placement or.
I aim for the head, and I definitely think a little bit about crosshair placement, but I don't try to like one tap or anything like that. If that's what you're asking.
Okay. So, do you crouch spray in deathmatch?
Only if I'm like 5 kills or over and I'm getting shot from behind, then yeah, I notice that I turn around really quick and start spraying.
Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about deathmatch. So, I think for deathmatch, it could be an extremely beneficial tool for you, but I feel like a big problem. There's 2 main problems that people have. I feel like it's one is that you're not playing the same as you do, and you're not taking fights the same as you do in comp. So,
Actually, I think I'm good about that because I generally make fun of people for doing that. So
yeah. So I just noticed
it's
again-
really annoying. I know they never move like that in games. They look like freaking like they look like they're glitching out with their movement. I stay pretty true to what I do in game. Match.
Not just that, but also right. We're noticing that you don't take a lot of fights here, like direct 1v1 fights, and so that's another thing is like try to make sure that you're doing that. You're practicing that and building up your confidence in deathmatch so that you can do that more confidently and more successfully in comp. Because yeah, you're
Okay.
a sentinel, and yeah, you're not a duelist, and you're not running in getting the first kill. But like in retake situations, and whenever people are coming to your site that you're trying to anchor down because you're a sentinel, like be ready to take fights and be ready to win them because you can, and that's what deathmatch is for.
Okay.
But also, crouching. You could unbind crouch if you think it's a really big problem. I'd
rather do that in deathmatch. I see it kind of as a troll and competitive.
I don't think it's a troll unless you're on like parole where you have to crouch under or you have to crouch behind something in some map. But if you deem it as big enough of a problem, to outweigh it being a trolling comp for you, then I would recommend trying it. It's helped me a lot, and it actually really does help. Like,
Probably do it in
if you rely on it.
deathmatch.
That's fine.
I think that'd probably be more beneficial because yeah.
We can also focus on, for deathmatch, you could focus on like movement, strafing, and especially crosshair placement. So
Okay.
yeah, you can aim for the head, but always try to have your crosshair at headshot level, and always try to be predicting like where the enemies are going to be, like 100% of the time. And like just by doing that, you're gonna improve your raw mechanics, your raw aim.
Okay.
That's like the main thing that I think will really help you improve your aim over time.
Gotcha.
Like, really hone in on crosshair placement and peeking, like holding angles and when to peek and when to hold angles, and naturally you're gonna kind of get a better feel for that over time. Right now I feel like
Okay.
you're just kind of in a limbo where you feel like not confident in yourself. You feel like your aim's a bit sloppy.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that like some of my games I have really good aim, and then the other ones I have really bad aim. Does that have to do anything with the enemy confidence? Like, what do you think that is?
I
Because
think
like,
straight away that sounds like it could be confidence to me. Like, because some games, like, it's like a snowball, right? Like, you're getting kills and you're like, okay, I'm going to go hard. But you miss 100% of
Yeah.
the shots you don't take. If you're having a good game, you're rolling people, you take more fights, you're winning more fights because you're simply taking more fights. If you have a bad game where you get, like, one-tapped a few times and then you stop taking fights, then of course you're not going to be winning as many fights because you're not taking as many. That doesn't mean just run it down like, oh, I'm running it down mid for another chance to fight. But
I really only run it down on like Breeze. I just go around corners
yeah,
with shotguns
that's
on
fine.
defense. That's the only map I ever do that on. So.
Breeze is so big. So, but yeah, I think confidence is big. Like, try to do really well in deathmatch. I would recommend 3 games of deathmatch per day. Just because now we see that one of your weaknesses is just aim and crosshair placement and
I'll try to do that. I do it at least 3 days on the weekend. I'll do it at least 3 times on the weekends. I'll try to do it once a day, but I think there's going to be at least 1 or 2 days a week I won't even be able to get on at all. So
That's fine.
That's
I
the only
understand
time that happens.
You could stack an extra deathmatch if you're really serious about getting through Ascendant. Like
Yeah, I'm trying to get
games
to
a week.
Immortal because that'd be really nice going from Iron to Immortal.
I
so.
think you could do that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and play.
Hopefully before 1,000 hours.
Yeah, I believe.
It's getting close though.
He's opping. Oh my god.
Yeah, whenever your knife's like we always go here. You notice you're always going here. Would you ever consider playing somewhere else, like on the site? Okay, I like this.
I hate playing site to be honest.
Backsite,
It's like,
backsite specifically is really good for anchoring
I
down.
still
a site.
always die on site, like
You can use
especially
your
with a
cages, too.
guardian.
Like play around your trips, play around your cages, play around your cam on backsite.
Okay.
You can become untouchable. You get a kill whenever one
Oh.
pushes you, and you can ult, and then
Yeah, this is off subject a little bit. I did this on my most recent game, but they would always shoot my camera as I tried to ping them, and it would literally give away my position because it would shoot a gunshot. It's so annoying. Cypher glitch.
yeah, that's a good point. But you're always here, and you're kind of like not always
I got
very
dog,
impactful
hold on,
here. You
wait
know,
on
it's
dog,
like
wait on dog.
usually you're gonna get pushed, your team's gonna die before you, or your team's gonna win it for you. So there's not a whole lot.
Up on top.
There's not a whole lot you're doing here. This is actually good. This is good cam though. This is good.
I'm
cam.
calming, by the way. My
Yeah, that's good cam.
incoming volume is really low on my recording.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Oh,
I think we could go out rafter still, because like now we're stacking all here.
Yeah.
This is good though.
So I'm just really bad at timing my positions.
Yeah.
I forgot he had not.
Barrel and nest.
I didn't know that either, so we actually lose that. Okay.
So honestly, I kind of realized this in the moment. Our Sky should have already had her crosshair on that ping because she would have killed the guy right there. But anyway.
Yeah, it really just kind of depends. Like in a 1v2, you want to just single out one person who you're going to go for, because you can't go for 2 people at once unless it's a collat. But I just think you
Yeah.
could have like so many more kills than you do right now, even as a Cypher player. Like I think you could
Yeah.
have over 12 kills. Like you'd be top ranking over both teams.
What do you
Over,
think about these trips?
Like the Sage. This trip is really good.
Let's just.
Yeah, you don't need 2
I
trips.
usually
though.
do one other.
You really only need
But
one.
like, what about
It's-
this one?
You don't need that. Like, how
Okay.
many times is someone gonna walk all the way around here? Like, the first round, they're gonna be
Yeah.
hitting your trip. After
I'll
that,
warn you. I threw up some wacky trips later on this game because the Omen kept teleporting over all of them, so I put them in some pretty weird positions.
that's fine. Yeah, we don't need 2 trips.
I don't
even
know
on
why I'm putting a
defense.
cam.
We don't need 2 trips on attack, especially. So I would maybe even consider buying like a ghost here or something.
I have one from B that, you know, like how the entrance like has a door.
Yeah.
You can like put it on the corner and then it goes to the wall, so
Yeah,
it
yeah,
covers
yeah, like a
both
diagonal.
angles.
Yeah, that's really
yeah,
good.
it's a diagonal, and it only takes one, so that's really useful. And I use the other one for post plant.
Yeah, I would recommend messing around with the ghost here. We don't need 2 trips,
Almond's trying
and
to
I don't
get
know what our
sneaky.
team's trying to do here either. So
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're doing. Our plan was originally to go A.
this camp's fine. I think it could be a little better.
Yeah, again, I'll work on setups after this.
Let's back off.
We could. This guy's Sage is just pushing like a duelist.
I'm trying to get our
we should try
Viper to peek
fight
with
her.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get him. Let's just go there.
It just seems like you're not confident. Again, you also have a classic, so
I gotta-
Yeah,
not gonna help your
again, I
confidence
was gonna
either.
try to peek with my Viper. I said Viper peek with me, and she just like sprinted in, and there was a slower. I was like, what the heck?
yeah.
Hey, the good Viper, there's a frenzy. Whoever needed it.
Okay. Don't really have to worry about flank, fortunately. So, except for the Omen,
yeah,
but
he'll
he's dead
do
right
that.
now.
Woman's dead. Yeah.
So here, I would take this. I would take the rope across. I would just take the rope all the way across.
I was trying to jump onto the thing, but yeah, you're right on that.
I would just take it all the way up to nest. Or
Flank.
not nest, but
1 point.
top site. And now no one's here. We could just fight back site, and then plant for screens if we can. But now we don't have spike, so
Pretty sure we get trolled again.
she could be she could be close to it already.
I should just pop. Oh, Cam's dead.
Yeah, let's grab bomb. Come on, come on.
Yeah, she could already be close to it. That's something you always have to be aware of here. Like she could have already walked up. I would probably just get the plant down. You're pretty safe to plant there, I think.
Yeah. Like, watch this.
Now she knows you're faking.
She's literally top.
What?
Nice try.
I don't know how she got there. She probably took the rope.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean she did. It's just like she timing me pretty hard there.
Yeah, it's something that's something you really have to kind of be aware of. Just timing on that site, because there's so many different ways you could be like play ring around the rosy or go up top, go 410
Yeah.
around site, stuff like that.
Alright, I got a sheriff.
Okay,
That's all we need.
so here we don't really. We could buy a trip. I wouldn't recommend using a trip though. We could just buy.
I think I actually end up
abilities.
using one. And
They're gonna have a marshal on.
Really don't need to.
Probably just like default.
this is an awful trip. Again,
I would
not
just
my
I would
good
just save the
ones.
trip on this round because we're gonna probably
Okay.
lose anyway. And if someone pushes us from behind, it's actually a good thing because we want to try to get those.
Yeah,
down.
what's annoying is we didn't force against Vandals one round, and that's the one time I didn't buy trips on defense, and we could have won the bonus if we hadn't gotten all killed from flank. So I just had like PTSD of that.
we also might take
A bad
just-
cam.
we also might take Spike as Cypher on this round.
Coming.
Try to
Okay.
get the plant.
I think I take it later, and I actually made my team take it again because they didn't cover me at all.
I don't blame you. I don't like carrying the Spike.
Oh no.
Here we just run up. Help our hold this. Yeah, hold the angle. Play close. Play close with her.
So I call the flank. Then I just sit in the very edge of the smoke.
Everything that you do is just kind of like here. If I'm you, I just want to get up close because like I don't have a. I'm not in a position to take a fight from here against a Spectre.
I was just trying to wait for the tap and then see if I could peek out and get one.
Oh,
I should have just fought that guy.
this guy is a classic
Okay.
as well.
My Sky is an actual moron though. He should have been fighting that guy. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
I called the flank and everything, so it's really irritating. I started to tilt after that a little bit.
That guy came around. Wait. No, Fade came from flank. No. Who came from flank?
No, I think it was the Rays.
Raze came from yellow. Around yellow.
Yeah, I think she came from flank wrapped all the way around.
Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
So I would recommend trying to fight mid here on this map. I would just ask
Yeah.
I would ask your Sky to pop ult, and you should pop ult. I don't think we ulted once last half actually. So there's really
Yeah.
for you where you stand now. There's really never a bad time to ult
Yeah.
as Cypher. Here I would just it doesn't really matter where you go. I would just really try to emphasize Sky ulting. I like the diagonal.
I
if
don't
you
know
can
why
get
I
it.
used 2 trips here. I just
probably
didn't
just
know
didn't
one
know.
that covered both at the time.
Yeah, it's fine.
Actually, no.
So you could just play around Sky ult really.
it's flank.
Like there's no bad time to Sky ult, as you probably know. Like just Sky ult, run in with it, take space.
Yeah, I usually don't use it in a 5v5. I usually use it when they only have 3 or 4. But
I think it's fine either way.
Where's that at?
Because
okay.
like here we would just get a lot of pressure, a lot of momentum to get the spike done, and you kind of know that you're safe to plant if there's Sky ults in front of you on site.
Yeah, go for it. I got you.
Okay, you could pop the cage for that guy. Oh, this
Yeah,
should be
I'll
good.
flank.
Oh, he has a Bucky. Here, even here.
I called it out.
Good job.
I didn't know where he was.
No, yeah, that's fine. They can don't pop the cage.
Ooh.
Okay.
and my jet just
Yeah,
turns
you
into
should be like that
That
jet.
was a waste of my ult.
You should be like that jet.
Yeah,
Now-
I wish.
Now,
I'll work on that.
in these scenarios, post plant on attack,
I can buy you.
you don't need to be taking fights like that jet as a Cypher.
Yeah.
But if it's like a, you know, a 1v2 or 1v3, you need to be able to take fights like that because
Okay, so you
you're
know where I've
forced
been
in that
putting my
position.
camera on be on that wall?
Yeah.
You know, like the small little ledge above it that's like diagonal
No.
to the ground?
No. Not
Let
not
me
in
see
my
if
mind's eye.
1 second. 24:15. So you see this
Oh,
wall
yeah.
right
Yeah.
here? So if you actually put it like right here, it can check all of yellow and hold over sight. So then what I do is I wait for them to tap, give it like a second, and then peek camera, and then it tells me if they're on or not.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's how you can make use of the camera as well. But
Yeah.
But right, also just learning to rely on your aim instead of just your camera and your abilities, because your
Yeah.
ability usage is good, but you know,
No, it's pretty bad this game.
be able
At
to
least my
1v3.
tripwires are.
Be able to 1v3.
Yeah.
Be able to 1v5.
I can buy you, Viper.
I actually had a 1v4 at the end of one of my best games I've ever had in the, this software just didn't want me to have a good day, so.
I can buy you too.
Yeah, the trip on the first gay is fine, like next to the A right there. Right here is complete. If you're gonna go A, this is like the best trip you can put. There's also another one you can put
Let's default. Let's default.
towards spawn. That also covers.
Let's not push.
Issue
Okay,
is
no.
they can usually get around it from spawn.
Yeah, but you don't need both here, just because like, usually you're gonna walk through the first one. You want to save your second trip for sight if you're gonna plant A.
Yeah.
And that trip's also just good if you think they're gonna push up, and they can walk around it, but.
I should have exited out of my camera.
No.
Stayed
I
in
could
it
be
for
grabbed
a
it.
second.
Bait.
Raise on B, raise on B.
Oh, he's trying to shoot it. Ooh, that was kind of nice.
Let's go.
And that's their top frag, I think. You kind of just baited that guy.
Yeah.
I think it was on accident, but it's still pretty nice. There's no omens
I
here.
baited my jet. Yeah,
We
that was
should try
that
to-
was not
we should
intentional.
we should throw
That's fine.
we should throw cage down, run up and ults like right now, just ults.
I got dog.
Okay, we can't.
I
Okay.
actually tried to ult.
Try to. You can still try to. No, you have to
Oh,
plant.
the
Yeah.
wall.
You could shoot the wall too. How long can you ult? Like how
On
long
top.
after you kill someone can you ult?
You got flank covered, yeah.
What do you mean? I think.
Omen could get
Like
past
forever,
it.
permanently?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to have like a fresh soul or anything.
I thought it used to be like that.
I don't know. I don't
I
think
guess
so.
another buff.
That works.
Okay. So, but here,
I was focusing so
Yeah.
hard, my gum fell out. Of
but
my mouth.
every time that you spend a trip, you don't use a trip you don't use, or use a trip that's like, you know,
Bad.
yeah, it's just
Useless.
minus 200. Minus 200 credits.
Didn't I die that last round?
Ah.
Okay, so fighting mid, taking mid control, going mid to B, kitchen to B. It's extremely underrated on this map. You saw the enemies do that once, and it did work.
Still have the sheriff.
Barely, but they did actually win the round from it. So
Yeah,
mid
this
control
trip-
is
I don't know what I'm doing.
mid control is really nice. I don't know either, but there's
Yeah.
always placing a useful trip.
Omen's top yellow.
That's a good one. I use that one sometimes, and then just put it over here somewhere, and it
I
usually
got
works.
heal for you, Kabal. Come here.
Like,
Okay, whatever.
go and pause. Like, we don't always need to put 2 trips, right? So, because, again, I don't
But
think...
they have the Omen and the Sage who flank like nearly every round.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, I also don't know how much you're coming or what you're coming. But if you know where your team's going to go, like, you don't really need to trip that way. And then you can save a trip. Like, if you're going to go B and you know you're going to go B for, like, a fact, because your team and you set it, then you could just trip A, because, yeah, someone's going to flank or whatever. But then you don't need to trip B if you're going B, because you're pushing into them. So, yeah, you
I
might get
think
you might
the
get
plan
flanked,
was
though.
to go mid and then just go to whichever site
Okay, this is fine
we
then,
thought
in
was
this
the
case.
better option.
But mainly
Not
just
positive.
save a second trip for site, for something, for spike or whatever,
I shut up.
because it's gonna be more impactful for you. Cages are good for site too. Like put a trip on spike on site,
Like
and then
I did,
cage, and
like-
then you could just like spam them. Okay,
There they go.
that's easy.
I just like to say that their Omen's name is Crackaholic.
And they got a bow dongle
Oh.
on Reyna.
Raise is there.
Ooh,
Yes, if you
so
put
the
this cam a
camera-
little bit to the left,
gives
it's
me
better.
all-
The camera and the Viper will be nice too.
flank.
That's why its cams are so nice. I mean, comms.
I hit
Ooh.
40. No, how does that
Nice.
not
Smoke with a smoke.
That was actually kind of a
You
nice
grab
spray
that.
right there.
You grab-
So
Yeah, the reason I crouched is I saw the Marshal, so I was
yeah, that was
like,
actually kind of
absolutely
nice. That was kind of nice, but I don't want you to think that you should do that like for every fight.
Yeah.
Reaper?
It's
not.
because
I only do that against operators and marshals.
well, because whenever it's like a habit, like whenever you crouch spray often. Okay, this should be a free one for you. I would just wait. I would just permanently wait. Okay, good try. Like that
She
fight.
swung out. I didn't think she'd swing out that far.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, but that fight is like the perfect example of something you could practice in deathmatch. Because like you just hold an angle on someone, place your crosshair where they're gonna peek from. Obviously, you didn't expect that, but you could be able to expect that and just tap her. And if she did tap the spike, I would have just waited because I don't think she's gonna stick it.
Okay.
I want the already have.
Yeah, honestly, it's the skin difference.
Yeah.
It's a prime.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know
But now
what
that I
we're
have a
saying. Do you
vengeance.
ever like calm where you want to go as a team? Like, let's
Yeah,
go
I
here.
am. My comms are just really quiet because like my incoming volume to the thing was really low for some reason.
Would you say you have good comms
Yes.
overall? Okay, good. Keep that up because
Been a while.
If you
It's
look,
very
you see my icon
Yeah, I
popping
do,
up
I
a lot
do.
in chat
I
when I
just
see
can't hear.
people. Yeah.
okay. So here, I just want you to look for fights. To be honest,
Raise
we
is
know
there
that
too.
one more is close. Two more
I
close.
should ult.
There's one more.
Raise went up.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
haven't ulted once,
My
so
bad.
that's a big
Oh,
thing.
God, that was a bad fight.
Yeah, not
closer
very
to the
good
wall.
utility usage in that case.
We always play back. Just notice, like I've said that a bunch, but we always play back.
Isn't that good for post plant though?
It is, but it's just
I just run a
always in
5v2.
post plant. Not always in post plant. Well, we also have trips up, but not only is in post plant, like, but whenever you're getting pushed, whenever someone's pushing in and you should be playing with them, or whenever your site's getting taken and you have a chance to like really anchor it down with your abilities, and that's kind of your job. But also like here, it's kind of up to you. It's probably good to play back.
Yeah, I
Just in
just see
case,
that
but-
my team throw a lot of rounds not playing back.
That's true, but again, I think you're just kind of overall
Flank, flank, flank.
a little passive.
Okay, I should have been helping my Viper here, but it's okay because I ended up trading her off with the
That's a
best
crouch
spray you've
spray.
ever seen.
Yeah, try
Yep.
to. I would really recommend unbinding crouch. Like I know you said you don't want to do that because it's troll, but I think the benefit will far outweigh what.
I
how
don't
how
think it's a
hurting
troll
you.
for everybody. I'll do it for a game or two. I think it's just like for me, it's a little bit of a.
I just
little bit
think
more of a troll
as
than
long as
anything
you're gonna
else.
have it bound, you're gonna keep doing that because like
Okay.
it's very hard to break a habit. Because trust me, I used to do that as well. It's a habit that I still actually have, but I think it can actually serve you. But if your aim is like if you're actually just kind of whiffing kills because you can't actually
Aim is
burst or
donkey
tap,
balls and you crouch
and you
every
crouch
single
spray,
time.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's really hard to break that without actually just forcing yourself into a position where you just can't use it because it's not bound. So
Yeah.
that's my recommendation, but it's up to you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Still haven't ulted. We have cam.
He's there, he's there.
Can't be flank. Yeah, it's just GG. I would start to move out.
I have flash.
I'm just holding the heaven for my Reyna.
Yeah, I'd start to move out. I don't think he's gonna go for it.
Nice.
I think we're gonna live though. Yeah. Okay.
Flash warning.
So they have a lot of ults. I would be like calming to your team. Like, can we look for a kill mid so I can ult, and then we can play off of that. Like, that's actually a really, really strong play. Because you get a kill mid and then you ult. It tells you where like, okay, is there 3A? Is there 1B? Is there are there 3B?
Yeah.
And you can just play off of that, and it's pretty easy. That's how Cypher ult can be really effective.
Next round we should do a B split.
Bro, just place a tripwire. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this is just because it's your first time playing Cypher in a while. Again, save a trip for a site or something, for somewhere, and you're gonna have a lot more opportunity.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Nice, very good. Okay, good, good.
Yeah. Just briefly after this game for
We
like
know they're
20
both here.
seconds.
We know they're both here.
I'll show
We,
you many ones.
we could actually ask to just rotate here. I know it's 4v2, but we could ask for it because technically there's a world
They also
where
had worse guns than us.
there's also a situation where both of them actually 2v4 you there because you're pushing into them, but
Yeah.
because they both have ults, so that makes it even riskier. But I think higher ranks would probably still push into that
I
too,
don't need kills,
just
it's
more
fine.
collectively.
Let's do the B split. 3 through mid, 2 through main.
I can't help but like keep
under-
having the thought of like you're not taking a lot of fights whenever I would be, even as Cypher. So that's something I would
Maybe it should be me and Cypher.
really try to keep on your mind when you're playing.
Of course, we're gonna max for Cypher.
Yeah, we always double trip like straight away whenever the round starts, then we place a cam. Our cams are usually pretty good though.
Yeah, my cams are... Well, because you're pretty flexible with cams.
I'll dog.
He
Yeah,
wants
it's
me
kinda
to
hard to
clear
throw a
out
bad
main
one.
for him.
Close, close, close.
I would just peek him. Yeah,
Oh, I was waiting to double swing with the
Okay.
Sky,
that's fine.
but You're right on that one. I should have just swung early. I would have killed her.
Yeah.
Confidence issue.
Come on. Put that point down.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I like that you're waiting for double peek, but
Tag. Oh,
That's a good throw. I'm getting good at throwing these.
grab the Omen.
yeah. I think we could maybe. What's your idea behind putting them on the spike here?
Well, like if it's like if we're low HP and something, we can just spray into the cage. You know what I mean? Ping
Oh,
and
okay.
spray.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm just thinking maybe one could be used somewhere else. Because like I'm thinking, okay, if you put that cage up and they're gonna stick it and you guys can't spray through it, I feel like that's gonna be a nightmare. Because like I feel like they want to smoke the spike really.
Yeah, I don't think that was the best idea either. I
I'm
agree.
flashing.
I think it can be good though if you have like an actual idea to like play around it or something. Yeah, like right there, that would be really bad if you activated it.
Sorry.
Oof. Okay.
Bad
Good job.
flash.
Hey, I won the run because I did 69 damage to the sage.
69 lol.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
forward flash. Shit.
Go try mid, try kitchen. We haven't tried that. We haven't tried mid to B. And that's just not something people do in this rank. It's something that's super effective though.
You have to have at least one person buy a shotgun, so probably either me or Viper.
For kitchen?
Let me
Yeah.
buy you,
You don't have to.
Yeah,
I
I
just
know.
think it's.
I think
because, like,
it's just really useful.
it can be. I just think people don't really play there, and like the sage. I don't know if the sage is walling it, but it seems like the sage put a wall A earlier, so I think the sage is playing A. If I saw that, I would just go straight kitchen until sage is playing there. If sage plays this map, she pretty much needs to wall tube.
Yeah.
That's just pretty much. I feel like we just spend. I feel like we wasted quite a bit of time kind of looking for trips throughout this game as well.
Yeah, I just
Not-
needed
not
to
every
learn
round,
trips
but-
before I started playing him.
I don't, because we don't need two here. We really don't.
Post left clear.
Well, it's because the
Ray's right
Omen was
here.
teleporting over them.
Yeah, but
Oh,
in that case, it doesn't even matter because he's gonna TP over them anyway.
Everything.
Oh.
And I don't think anyone else is flanked here
We
anyway.
could back off
Yeah.
this.
Like I expect the.
Oh,
yeah.
he does. The one round you don't trip there. They both come through there. That's why I would trip that one doorway.
Okay, no
Always.
matter what.
Yeah, just
I
that
think
one.
I don't think they end up throwing this. Yeah.
Nice, good job.
Okay. So now we could just look for a nice Viper ult, maybe on A, maybe on B. Just kind of ask your
he
team,
can't do
figure out
it.
what you guys want to do. Because you're not the Viper, so if you were the Viper, you'd be like, I'm gonna ult here.
Omen can get rid
Yeah.
Get into
Honestly,
cage
I
mode.
don't really like Viper ult. That's the reason I don't play her. She's like, it's so annoying to try to play in 'cause every single angle.
Yeah, I think it's a skill to be able to be good and play around in Viper ult. And it's really good for your cam, so yeah.
Yeah.
So we were considering just sitting one in spawn just to see what would happen. Reyna was AFK, so Sky was guarding body, I think.
Let's go.
Good kill him.
Oh, there he is.
They always do that, so
Yeah, the
You always do the
Crackaholics
same
9
thing
and
here.
21.
you always do the same thing. You're gonna place your cam, you're gonna throw two cages, and you're gonna sit in main.
Let's go.
I found a new camera and I'm like, yeah, that one works.
Two cages and sit in main.
Break it.
I should have just used one. I was gonna try to cage for my teammate.
I just
I
think
don't know
like
what I'm doing.
there's just more like there's just a lot of variety we could add to our gameplay here. Like we could go
Yeah.
yellow, look for we could like place a cage there and like peek through it and then come back whenever.
Just
recover.
like change it up to try to
change it up, like look for
like,
kills.
see what works.
Unique
Yeah.
in different ways.
Open
'Cause, like you're
opportunities.
on attack, on defense, you do the same thing a lot, autopiloting like you say. So it might just be this game especially, but probably in general fight I guess too. You do it a lot.
Yeah, I do it in general, not as bad as this.
Okay. It's just something to keep in mind though. It's something I'm noticing. Like I think
more
that's
on Cypher than anything else.
because you're just learning as well. Yeah, you're learning.
Yeah.
And so it's easy to like not know like different things you could do. Good. So crouch spray. Could ult. I would look.
Well,
to
the
ult.
one of them I had to crouch break because his head was
Yeah.
behind the thing. The second one was bad. I actually double dinked the fade.
I just think like if you're gonna crouch spray, might as well choose the phantom. Like if you're just gonna not unbind crouch and you're gonna
Yeah.
basically keep
That-
doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna unbind it. That literally made me jump.
Yeah. That's funny.
I was rewatching this last night just to make sure I didn't tilt or anything like that, and I literally jumped when I watched it.
All good. All good.
I would here really be asking Sky to ults again. Like if you
Okay.
want to wait till you guys get a kill, you can do that. But let's like
So I
either-
need to be more aware of ults.
yeah like
Like, not even just mine, like my teammates.
Like,
I need to
obviously-
stop doing these wacky trips.
Jet and Reyna ult obviously are not like yo. You guys want to use Reyna ult mid? Like that's not the most useful. But can we Sky ult mid? That's
Yeah.
that's a pretty big team ult.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad trip. I
You
should have
jump
put it
over
on the other
barrel, though.
container and sent it back. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Um,
That's a fine one.
The problem with these is that they can walk out
Let's just
and like
default off the
hold
rip and then end
in
up
deep
doing
like
that split, so they're not-
Okay.
you know. So like I
Again,
like
that's
putting
why I
it-
have the one for B. I still don't have a great one for A.
I think just the one in the doorway.
Did you see the Cypher glitch there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate that. It's so annoying.
Omen put it early.
You can maybe
like,
keep your
approved.
knife out whenever you're gonna cam. That doesn't help too much, but
Depends on the play though. Like
It
if they're
depends if
hard
you're-
pushing, I don't have my knife out.
well, yeah, true.
How does this guy get an apostrophe over his E? Never
I
mind.
don't know. Oh, yeah.
keyboard
I was
diff.
about to say, I need heal.
Keyboard diff, yeah.
Okay, I'll just run. This tells us that they're probably not anyone in B right now.
Well, there's one kitchen,
Let's get that.
Okay.
and we know
They're-
there's
they're
one by
mid B.
yellow.
I don't know why they all went mid. All the skyults.
Go, go,
Okay, are
Nice
you so
ult.
proud? I actually used my
Yeah,
ult.
I'll throw a cage
I'm gonna try and play my
and
live.
plant in it. So we know they're all three here.
I'm like a magnet to raise grenades. Like I do not move.
I can flash through if you want to push.
Yeah, you can push, honestly. I'm probably gonna run back because that's what you always do. Like whatever your instinct is to do, just do the opposite. Not because it's gonna be work every time, but just like just so you're aware of like the full spectrum of what you could do. Right now you're so passive. Try to be as aggressive as you possibly can for a few games, and then try to find
Yeah,
a
but I had
balance.
2 teammates who were low. Actually, 3 teammates who were low HP. This guy.
I feel like you
healed.
could always give an excuse for why you don't want to be aggressive.
Okay.
But like you're in diamond, you can go for an aggressive play and kill all 3 of these players with 3 bullets, and then be
Okay.
ascendant. Like again, you're gonna have to find a balance. Cause look at your teammates. These people are. It's dumb to do
Dogging
this,
it, watch
but
out.
it's also equally as bad to just kind of hide and wait.
Okay.
In every situation. But there's
I'm
a
generally the
balance.
type of person who'd rather play a safe post plant, but I agree. There's definitely a balance.
No, yes.
Not doing the best
Save
at.
post plan is great.
He's
But balance. Just find a balance.
Yeah.
If it's a closer game, if it's intense, this is actually pretty close. It doesn't seem like it to me because it's just like, I don't know, but.
Because I played awful.
No, just like I don't know. It just doesn't seem. It just seems like everyone's playing kind of bad.
I'll
Like everyone's just kind of playing like it just doesn't feel like a team game.
Like a
Everyone's kinda
high-elo
running
game.
around. Yeah. Okay, I like this. We could jump up top. This is the first time you've gone down here, I think, at the start. So
I tried to twice.
I really
and
like
missed.
this. I really like this. Okay, and then we come back. That's fine.
I don't know. Are we? One of them comped rotate. I don't know if you heard it. And then this Reyna is doing Reyna things.
I would just say rotate, rotate, rotate. Like if the spike's leaving, like let your team know. We could put
Yeah.
a trip.
Bad trip.
I'll dog it. Come here.
That's okay. That's basically the new trip.
You're like,
that I
oh,
need, and that was an
oh,
accident.
yeah, that's pretty good. This is pretty
Yeah, I
good.
literally said, "Wait, what is this?"
Then you could save the psycho one for.
See
Good,
ya.
you take that one. Good. And you can put the psycho one on site or something. So I'll
Omen
be, I'll
dead,
be
so
running.
that
They're
was a good
kind of.
call.
They're probably gonna kind of know that
Haven't cleared yellow.
we're leaving. So you're
I
learning.
forgot about that, Cam.
Alright, get planted down.
And then that one's. I usually put it a bit deeper so it covers.
Okay, I like the way cage for a Viper. He somehow misses the Viper with the rocket.
Yeah.
So
Chill.
okay, a trip dies
I got,
there.
I got. Wait for tab. Wait
That's
for tab.
fine. Yeah. So.
I'm just telling them to wait. I have Cam basically right now.
Cam? Yeah, just watch cam. Watch cam.
Yeah, this is fine. I mean,
Play
if this is
my
how you want to
coach.
play, you could play like this. But I would. I don't know. And like a 4v1.
I need to be a bit more aggro. I agree.
Yeah, like here we could just fight, like just not fight, but
Get the
like
kill.
if someone, yeah, whenever your teammates peek, like peek,
105.
And that's why the cage I think could be tricky
Another
because
assist.
yeah. Okay, it's
Yeah.
pretty good. I think you could end up with 30 kills there so easily.
Yeah. Okay. Can I show you my new setup really quickly?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So. I usually do the same thing on A. This is the new. You have to wait for the border to go down.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, my teammates are like actually crying.
So you're actually saving a trip really good. Like whenever you're attacking, save a trip, unless you need a trip A or mid or something because they're flanking a lot. But try to like you still don't need both of those trips. Trust me. If they sneak all the way around, then you have a bigger problem than your trips. Like you're just gonna have to let your team know that they're gonna be flanking,
Yeah.
or Omen's gonna be TPing or something.
The nice thing
Um,
about Cypher is you can be repetitive with trips if they don't have like an omen.
Yeah, yeah, because some trips
Okay.
are just like they're just naturally very good.
So okay, so this is the new one.
You know what I do when I am not playing?
Turned into like what's her name from Overwatch? The Zenyatta?
Yeah,
Bro, what is this?
I rush it,
Zenyatta
really
like this?
No, like it won't place.
No, I don't know. Yeah,
I hate this game sometimes.
I think you have to look up or down maybe for that. But here, Yeah, these trips are fine, but
You have to stand diagonal. You have to like be in line with the trip. The issue is I was like parallel to it.
these trips are fine, but like I think the problem is again, are we really expecting them to go B? This is first round, so this is fine. This is fine first round.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
again,
Actually,
we know
you'll,
they're
you'll
gonna
like
go A.
this.
A lot of the time. So they're coming back. Okay.
I'm expecting a Yoru. I think. There's also one kitchen, so that's yeah.
Again, we're quite far back.
Yeah. I'm just gonna show you a quick highlight. So I tap him.
I would recommend for confidence buying ghost pistol rounds too.
So I know. Okay. Yeah. I know this is a decoy. So I intentionally shoot it to throw him off because I know he'll peek.
That's pretty nice.
I thought that was a smart
I like
play.
that.
But anyway, I'm gonna try to find you my A setup. Yet again, I go B.
B.
Yeah, this is what the trip looks
B.
like.
Okay. That's pretty good.
And then the camera goes back there on that wall or just up on the backboard thing, like over here. That's the better ones up here.
I like them. I think try to place strips deeper, like we talked about on A.
Yeah, yet again, I don't go A a single time.
Yeah, it's just a problem. It's almost like you're.
And then, okay,
kind
this
of,
is a good one for plant, but then I need to put one farther up if I can find it.
It's almost like you're comfortable, kind of avoiding, at least maybe subconsciously, where the enemies are going. There we go.
Yeah.
There's a 3K. That's
Yeah,
what we
I
need.
showed this briefly. I don't want to waste your time, but it'll just be interesting. So, by the way, they already brimstone ulted.
This
so
is
they
a good
think site's
spot, by the
clear.
way. Yeah,
Yeah, they
this
think
is a good
site's
spot.
clear.
Regardless, this is a pretty good spot to play it. I would have some trigger discipline here instead of straight away shooting.
Yeah. I crouch.
That guy's
but I
not
got
going to
away
clear
with
that
it.
corner. This is even in diamond people don't clear corners. Even in immortal people
Yeah.
don't clear corners. If they don't clear it, then get away with sneaky play.
Okay, I think. Yeah, you see where I did the trip up there.
That's 410 trip. That's pretty good. Yeah, those are two probably the best trips you could put.
You can. I don't know why it's not showing it, but it's basically on top of the cage.
I see it.
And it catches the clone. But yeah.
Okay. Any final questions?
I mean, do you have like your notes like you did that one time, like specific things? So obviously I autopiloted B every single round except for like 5 between the 2 games.
I didn't take notes, but I did record. I could put this up unlisted if you want before I.
You can just put it on YouTube if you want.
Yeah, I will. Maybe I'll upload it raw actually. But yeah, the main things are like going to be play less
Crouch
passive,
spraying.
work on
yeah.
your confidence, mechanics like crosshair placements. I would highly recommend unbinding crouch, and even if it feels like a pain for a little bit, what you're gonna
Yeah.
lose by unbinding it, you're gonna gain in raw aim mechanics and just winning fights. So build up your confidence. Try to take fights. Try to play more aggressive. Do things you don't normally do. Get out of old patterns of behavior, right?
Yeah.
And try to find a balance ultimately. Like you can play really aggressive for a few games. I know Cypher is not a duelist, but there's always going to be situations on any character that you need to be playing aggressive, that you need to be willing or able to kind of clutch up, right? Like if it's
Yeah.
a 1v4, nobody cares what character you're playing as long as you can win the round. So have some confidence and don't always rely on your abilities on your cam. Sometimes you can use your cam and then play up aggressive with it after you ping someone. But, yeah. So find the balance.
So what do you think I should do for aim training wise? I sent like basically what you said. But like, should I just do the 3 death matches a day?
I would recommend that. If you want to do just that, that's probably going to help a lot. But whenever you do it, make sure you're specifically focusing on crosshair placement, peeking, movement, holding angles, especially like holding angles, because you're going to be doing that a lot in post-plant situations because it seems like you're going to be forcing yourself into post-plant situations,
Yeah.
which is good most of the time. And, just get good at holding angles and also start to learn when to peek. But especially, mainly just crosshair placement. Unbind crouch, stop spraying, tap and burst only for deathmatch for a little bit. That doesn't mean you can't ever spray. You can't spray with the Vandal, but typically at closer ranges. And
Yeah.
you can bind crouch and I would give it a week, but if you don't want to do that, it's up to you.
A week. Dang.
I actually didn't play with crouch for months, so. But that's just because
Interesting. I
I
was
like a
gonna do it
really
for,
bad
like,
habit. I like a really
2
bad
days
habit.
or something, but yeah.
But I think it's a problem for you because we saw you crouch spray a lot. So
Nearly every other kill pretty much.
yeah, and so I think that's more of a problem than you losing crouch for a little bit. But it's up to you.
I swear to God, I'm gonna get Pearl 9 times in a row.
Yeah, but how many times you actually crouch under there? I don't know. I don't like.
Well, it's
Pearl
also
under.
jumping through the windows and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of angles. Some of the angles you have to crouch to be able to see through and stuff. But
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, I appreciate the help so much.
Yeah,
I
you're
look
welcome.
forward to hopefully getting back to Ascendant soon because I'm only 5 RR off of D3. So
if you improve your aim, if you improve your like raw mechanics, you'll be ascended very easily. That's kind of
Yeah.
all there is that I've seen. And just
I'm the
play more
opposite of
aggressive.
most Ascendant players. I'm all brain, no aim.
Yeah.
And honestly, my brain even in these games I showed you wasn't good because I'm glad we picked up on that pattern that I autopiloted. On other agents, I don't seem to do it, like
Yeah.
Sova or Brimstone.
I would just keep your
generally
mind open
alternate
to
between
it.
sites,
Because
but
like even
with
the best
Cypher,
players, even the best players will do things like repetitively sometimes that they could probably not the best players, but
yeah,
like even immortal or radiant players are gonna like sometimes do the same thing over and over again that they should actually kind of be differing from. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Are you gonna? One question: are you gonna start like actually Valorant streaming and doing like content again? Because I know you tried to do like Iron to Immortal, but
Yeah.
that you stopped on that early because I don't know if it just wasn't doing well views wise, or you just weren't having fun doing it, or.
Should I do that? Should I start streaming Valorant again?
I think you should start streaming it, and I think you should do like, even if you don't want to do editing, I could clip it down for you on your streams. If you just send me like, I don't know how you'd send it to me, but if you, I'll edit it down, and then if you want to put it together, I could even help you with that. I'd like to see some more Valorant videos actually come out. So.
Yeah, I might. It's just like I don't know. I'm just not as attracted to Valorant as I used to be. I do want to. Like I definitely love coaching and teaching people.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. I've taken long breaks,
Yeah.
things like that. Are you just sticking to Overwatch now, or are you?
I'm not really playing much at all right now. I'm kind of just enjoying my
Okay.
break, but I definitely will consider like streaming again in the future. Just don't know when.
Yeah, you should do like scrims. Those were fun. I remember those.
It's just hard with school because I can't
Yeah.
like if Valorant's a game where if you don't much like other competitive games as well, if you don't play a lot consistently, which I have a hard time doing without losing my mind during the school year, it's kind of hard
Yeah.
for me to balance those.
I thought you were out of school. Are you not?
No, I'm going one more semester, graduate, and then I'm going to a 5-year graduate program. So
God dang.
that's the plan anyway. But yeah, I mean, whenever I was streaming, whenever I was like streaming and playing a lot, I noticed that's when my channel did the best. Like now, I feel like my channel
Yeah.
is kind of slacking, and that's kind of just my own fault. But yeah,
Yeah, I understand. It's hard to, even if you just do like a clip a day, it's hard to keep that going because it just takes so many games to try to do that.
it takes a lot of energy, and
Yeah,
if I'm
and like
not
with
motivated,
school and soccer, I have like one game a night max, like 3 days a week.
yeah, if I'm not motivated, and I don't have passion, then I feel like why am I making videos for Valorant anyway?
Yeah.
But I do really like coaching and making guides, so that's what I would
Yeah.
expect for now. But in the future, definitely probably some streams.
I'd probably do another coaching session when I'm high ascendant immortal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just around then.
Okay.
But I think for now I'm pretty set. I appreciate your help.
Okay, no problem. I'll see you later. Thanks for the session.
All right. Have a nice day.
You
No
too.
problem.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.